All right, you're watching Fighting News Live. We got Steve-O here, founder and creator of Fighting News. We got me, Matt, you all know me. And we got a returning superstar guest here, Sensei Big Daddy Splash, awesome MMA leader, Holy Roman Emperor of the Goat Shed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And standing next to him is the unbroken Roy Echeverria. How you doing tonight?
Sure. That's the
nice.
pound for pound
on, guys.
So we had a big event yesterday with XFN, and the Goat Shed had several fighters on that card, and there was some controversy that we put up on our Instagram with Dayron, and we want to go over that. So, without further ado, Sensei Splash, can you get into what happened in that fight right there? But before you start, one disclaimer. I want to say I have the utmost respect for Wesley Golden as a ref. I thought he did a great job last night with ending a lot of the fights when he did, understanding that these are amateur fights, and some of the fights I think might have ended early, but he knows they're amateurs and, doesn't want people to get hurt.
There's a lot to discuss last night because there's a lot of controversy the whole night, basically. But I guess we're starting with Daron's fight. I actually know exactly what happened in Daron's fight, and it's not the fault of Wesley Golden at all. Wesley Golden, by the way, in my opinion, is one of the best referees of that night because he was a fighter himself, and he understands when a fighter's hurt and stuff like that. And he allows fighters to work out of bad situations. I feel like he actually has a good idea of this. So there's a lot of coincidences about last night, and it seemed like Wesley tried to pull something, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that at all. I'll tell you exactly what happened. So what happened was 30 seconds before the round was supposed to end, a lady that was the timekeeper stands up and shows her fingers. Go demonstrate it for me. Twice to show that there's 20 seconds left. But the ref thought, Wesley thought it was 10 seconds she was signaling. So she looks at the monitor, realizes that she gave the wrong time, that there's 30 seconds left. She raised her hand, waved like the fight's over, and she did that. So Wesley stops it immediately thinking the round's over. But he was just paying attention to her. She totally misread everything. She gave the 20-second sign, apparently. And then looked at the monitor, saw that she was wrong, tried to correct it, but by accident got Wesley to stop the fight early.
Right.
So
right after Wesley went
so
like
the
this.
clapping, the 10-second clap with the sticks wasn't heard? That's why she stood up, or?
No, yeah, there was no – all of that was a mistake. Actually, the commission came up to me afterwards and apologized. It was a really nice guy. Don't want to mention his name because I like the guy very much. But he came up to me and apologized. He said, hey, it was my fault. He said, I made the bad call. I apologize, whatever. He was outside the cage. So I know what went on, and it was a total accident and miscommunication from everyone. But I feel like that could have been detrimental to our fighter. It could have thrown him off a lot. Thank God it didn't. And also, if there's 30 seconds left in a round and people realize that, they should restart the fight in the same position from the mount. You know what I mean? They shouldn't just restart, give him another chance. So I felt like that was
a wrestling match.
Right.
Yeah.
And everyone bum rushed the cage, and there was a celebration for a good 1 minute.
Yeah, you're very right. No, I don't have to snap back into it, and
that was crazy. You have to flip the switch again
to
start fighting again after you thought you won. It's really crazy.
Yeah. So coach, so what did you tell Dayron after that round?
After the first round?
After the first round.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we didn't have much of a chance to speak, but I told him, hey, man, focus. We got to do it again. You already did it once. Let's do it again. That's all I could really say. We didn't have any time. Oh, my God. Look who is here.
What up?
Died. Oh.
Hey.
What's up, champ?
This is the best guy.
Just training after championship fight right now.
Yeah.
He's back to the gym.
Where's the belt?
He's back to the gym.
Where's his belt?
He hung it up inside. Inside.
Very nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, man. That was he's a tough guy. We've seen him fight several times before, man. He's always been pretty dominant in his fights.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I think one thing that I don't want to show, he improved so many skills. He's not just a wrestler anymore. He's an MMA fighter. He understands everything, right? You guys saw he fought a very competent striker, and he was able to outstrike the striker. You know, and I think that's a testament to his dedication to the sport.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, wrestling is a good start. So when when you know how to wrestle, you know how to do all the weight cuts, you know how to do takedown, and instead of trying to get a submission, you're trying to ground and pound. So he has a great background for sure.
For sure. In every fight, you see a clear, major improvement in him. And to be honest, people compliment me on my coaching, but he has brought something to a table that I don't even know. And sometimes it's awesome because my student can teach me, and he teaches me and many of the other guys and helps us with our wrestling. And he's been very beneficial. I've even made him a coach, him and his brother, a coach in the gym to help assist me with the guys and improve, different aspects that I may not know.
Yeah.
Right. What's your wrestling background like?
He's a world he's a world wrestler from Colombia.
Right. Well, we're interviewing him, Steve, right?
Tu experiencia, la que tú has tenido antes, ¿cómo sabes? ¿Cuál ha sido tu experiencia en lucha?
Yo en wrestling tuve más de 15 años, 16, 17 años.
He have more than 15 years doing wrestling. Like, it's basically his whole life doing wrestling, so his background is pretty solid.
Wow.
For 8 years in a row, I believe he placed first or second in Cuba in the nationals, which is not a joke. Cuba's in the top 10 country in the world for wrestling. So you got to imagine he's one of the greatest athletes in the world when it comes to wrestling. And now, unbelievable. He's improved everything. I don't know if you saw not only his striking, he knocked out a guy in the second fight also with his boxing. This third fight, not only knocked him down with his striking, but also he used his jiu-jitsu, right? You saw the submission attempts. You saw everything. He's learning everything, and that's what's amazing about that.
Did you box in Cuba too?
Sí, boxeo en Cuba alguna vez.
One week, una semana.
1 week.
Only 1 week.
1 week.
No, he threw his first punches basically here in this gym,
Okay. Well, very nice. Very impressive performance, man. And we look forward to seeing more of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
See you. Yeah. So Wesley, you're right. Great referee. It was a mistake, miscommunication. I prefer him as a ref than most people, and I want to make that clear. So I approve of Wesley Gold.
Yeah, and he was clearly confused afterwards because he went like this right away, like he didn't hear a bell.
No.
I think he even said he didn't hear a bell, but it was unclear on the playback.
No, for sure. He didn't. Roy, was there anything you felt in the fight that,
the fight was over anyway. Like, I feel like he just won the title and defended the same night. To be honest.
Exactly, man. And honestly, we want the best opponents possible to test these guys because we want to make sure they're prepared for the pros. So especially with Daron, we make it a point to make sure we find the best amateur out there. And I think with this opponent, he was a great fighter, and it was a good test, and I think we proved our point with it.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think if they let it play out for the other 28 or 30 seconds or whatever, that he would have stopped them anyway,
Yeah.
The fight would have been over.
Yeah, that was crazy. Crazy.
So I know there's a lot of there's brawls that broke out last night, multiple of them. There's, conspiracy theories. There's a lot of shit. Excuse my language. There's a lot of things going on with that event. I don't know if you want to get into too many of those topics before. I know, Roy, you want to talk about how he came here and stuff like that.
Yeah. Let's talk about Roy. Roy, do you have a fight coming up? I know you fought a couple of times for Titan. You're undefeated with them. Do you have anything coming up?
Not yet. We just, we just came from like 4 fights in 9 months. So it's like we need to give a rest to my body. But
Wait,
a
hold on.
mind rest.
I need you to know he doesn't. It's crazy. This guy doesn't need the rest. I have to force him to rest because I swear to God, I'm not lying to you or exaggerating. The day after his fight, he spars hard sparring in my gym. Sundays, he hits the bag. It's been 4 or 5 fights in a row where he hasn't had one day break. I swear to God, not one day of a break. So now I'm forcing him, and he's already begging me like, oh, let me fight in June. Let me fight in June. So I'm trying to force him to like calm down.
Yeah.
There is no breaks for me. If I'm unbroken, if I said I'm unbroken, it's for a reason. So I want to make that clear.
What about the Dominican? Aren't they going to the Dominican Republic next month, right? Don't you want to fight on that card?
I mean, no, that card he's not able to fight on that card because of different issues. Leaving.
Yeah.
But he's waiting for the card after that. On Titan's card in DR, we have Sean Moore fighting, and we have who else? Jared Betancourt fighting.
Oh, okay. Too solid.
Yeah, I want Roy to take 2 Titan breaks, like 2 event breaks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because he doesn't listen to me like that, but I'm going to try. So,
I hear you. So, Roy, you moved up here from Venezuela. Tell us what life was like in Venezuela, because here in America we see what's going on in the news with the economy and stuff like that in there. In Venezuela, tell us your side of the story.
Yeah, I mean, when I started the sport in Venezuela, but then I decide to follow my dreams, follow with another issues that was going on in the country by the time, with political issues, government issues. So the things start getting worse on the country, and I was receiving personal stuff that I was have to handle it with them, like getting in jail, getting persecution, all this stuff. So I gotta make the decision to leave the country and decide, of course, fight for my dreams. And I thought this was the best country to do it because I want to fight in the big leagues, and of course USA has it. I just came here to do what I have to do to follow my dreams and fight for them.
Now, when you moved here, did you have a job? Did you have any kind of work lined up, or what?
Yeah. When I first moved here, I worked first as a dishwasher on Oklahoma, and then I moved to Miami. Then I had to start immigrant job, do valet parking, do waiter, do Uber, all the type of stuff. What I was trying to training. I remember when I first started with Asim, I was doing overnight works of valet parking. Then we used to train at 7 a.m. So I get off the job at 6 a.m., just eat something, go to the training at 7 a.m. without sleep, go eat again after training at 9, then go train again at 12. Then I gotta sleep to 1:30 to 7 o'clock, then wake up to go to the job right away. So those times was really rough for me, but I was willing to sacrifice whatever I had to,
I have
Absolutely.
to say, his story, Roy, I mean, super inspirational to me, and when he was working, and I would see him doing that since day one. When he started training with me, I don't think I've ever seen somebody dedicate more hours to the sport than him. And I don't know how he does it. To be honest, I don't know if it's healthy. I don't know if it's healthy for your mind or body. I think maybe when he retires from fighting, he's going to be a crazy guy. He'll probably gamble all his money away and be a fucking drug addict or something. I don't know, because he's a madman. He loves this so much he can't stop. I've never seen this in my life. A guy like Roy,
That's great. He is the goal at the end of the tunnel to go pro and UFC?
Yeah, of course. The goal is the goal of UFC. So then, after then, it's just stay there in the top. You know what I mean? guys stay with the belt.
I definitely want to say something also, because Roy's pound for pound my best student. No, and I'm confident to say that. And I always talk to him about this. The biggest honor for me, and it shocks me every day when I see Roy fight. It's emotional for me because I feel like I'm so honored to train a fighter that's better than I could have ever been. I'm not qualified. I almost feel like unqualified to coach somebody as good as Roy, and it forces me to be on top of my game. Like, night before practice, I'm writing down what I want to do with him. I'm thinking about what he needs to improve. I'm trying to study DVDs and watch fights and study instructionals on YouTube, so that way he never passes me, or else I don't know, I'm going to coach this guy one day. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. He's showing me moves today. I showed him a drill, and then he evolved the drill in the practice. I'm like, fuck. Like, if I don't watch out, he's going to take my gym. I'm going to go home. I'm going to retire. I don't know what.
Over.
He's going to take over. Now. He's the real captain. The man.
Wow.
Roy Shed.
Yeah, Roy's the man. I'm telling you guys. Like, I see him spar UFC fighters, Bellator fighters, and I know in my heart right now that he would be a top UFC fighter. I'm saying this unbiasedly. I swear to God. I'll admit when some of my fighters aren't ready for things. This man right here, I swear in my heart, is top 10 in the UFC right now. I know it.
So how do we get him there? What's the plan to get him there?
He's blowing the hell. How many followers you have? 53. He has 53K followers. Okay, and he's only had 4 pro fights. There's too much attention on him. His debut got like 27 million views on his promo. It's just like he's gotten too much attention too fast. I don't want him at 4-0 to fight a guy that's 15-0, not because he'll lose, but because it's unfair to him to fight a guy with 3 times his experience. I know he doesn't care. That's his job to be a fighter. He's crazy. Yeah. He wants to fight anybody. But it doesn't make sense for me to put a guy 4-0 fighting guys that have double digits yet. But
okay, so how about a guy that's 4-0 as well?
Well, the last guy he fought, you're going to love this. I know you guys are going to love this. The last guy he fought was a 5-0 fighter, international combat sambo champion, and he's one of the heads of combat sambo in his country in Kazakhstan. Whatever. So he's one of the head guys there. Now, here's the thing. He told Titan he was 1-0. He lied. He said to Titan he's 1-0. I put Roy short notice to save the day because Titan needed an extra fight. So I threw Roy in short notice to fight a 1-0 guy, right? 3 days before the fight, I searched the Kazakhstan Instagram for sports, and I find out he's 5-0, and I find all YouTube videos of the fight.
It was funny because his manager was promoting him. We start doing our search, and his manager was promoting it as a 5-0 against a 3-0 guy. Like they was fighting all Russian, thinking that we're stupid and we don't. It's not that we know Russian, but like
we know numbers. Bro. Yeah. We research and we see.
So
they tried to pull, and then on top of that, okay, the guy said he was 1-0. Now we find out he's 5-0. Lex is pissed off. Titan's pissed off. Everyone's angry. The guy weighs in 4.8 pounds over.
Wow.
4.8 pounds over when Roy weighs in a pound under. So it was just so many things against us. And the thing is, all the eyes are on us. So if we say no to a fight, everyone's going to be on our case. So we have to say yes. So we said yes to a 5-0 guy on short notice. That's 4.8 pounds heavier than us. And Roy knocks him out in 40 seconds, 47 seconds.
Yeah, the first round.
Yeah. Wow. So let me just get this straight. So you get a phone call today from the matchmaker from the UFC. It says, Sensei Splash, we want your boy Roy. We want him.
So
we got to fight for him. A guy that's 1-0 in the UFC.
I get you. The one thing is, in the end of the day, I always advertise this to my fighters. I know some coaches, they say, hey, you refer to me as sensei, you refer to me as master. I don't do that. These guys are the masters of themselves, So in the end of the day, I'm going to go and approve my decision by him first. Because in the end of the day, I want to do what they feel is right. I want to support them. If Roy trusts in my vision, I say no. I would say no.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
don't-
Yeah. I would say no. And honestly, let me tell you something. I know this is gonna sound crazy. When this Netflix docuseries comes out, these guys are all gonna have 500,000 followers, blue check marks, being offered so much money. They're gonna be celebrities. You figure the UFC champion. You know, I remember Kobe when he was UFC champ had like 100,000 followers. Like my ex-girlfriend would show her ass and had more followers than him. You know what I mean? So like a guy like Roy, he's gonna have so much notoriety behind him. UFC's gonna be knocking on that door, offering him some big money by the time this Netflix series drops. I promise.
Okay. All right.
I
So
want,
we're gonna wait till that
I want to
comes
say
out.
something
Yeah.
that
Yeah, Roy.
just to make this clear that I'm the position that I am right now. Thank you to Asim. When I first came to the gym, we don't used to have a gym, so I even learned English with him. Like I didn't even speak any English, just hello and that's it. And I just laugh at everything that he said because I didn't understand what he was saying. So, but the martial art is a language, you know what I mean? So I was trying to catch in everything. Um, so he brought me to this point, and I'm very grateful for that. So I trust my career to him. Like you do whatever you have to do. Like I'm just soldier, and that's it. At the end of the day, we here for each other, and we wanna grow up. I don't wanna grow up alone. We're gonna grow up together, like as a business partner, as a friendship, as a family. Plus that with the gym, So it's not just about me. It's about our culture.
Yeah. Hey, that's
Yeah,
and
well,
that's
look,
and that's
look,
and that's a great story when he's putting his life on you.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
That's a big responsibility.
I always, one thing that's very important is, I think as sort of like, I don't want to say the leader of the Goat Shed, but as the head coach of the Goat Shed, everyone trusts in you. You have to be very honest with yourself, and I think I'm very honest when I don't know something. I know when I'm not good at something. I'm ready to admit when I'm not good at something, and search for help. These guys know that I love these guys. I don't take advantage of anybody. I do this with a passion. I built this team, taught them for free for 4 years. I love these people more than anything. They know I will never do them wrong. And the second I'm not qualified in any area, I'll let them know. Hey guys, I'm not doing a good job here. Let's talk to this guy. Let's talk to that
Yeah.
guy. Look, I have the careers right now, but I've texted back and forth with Ali, right? Ali, Khabib's manager. I've texted back
Yeah.
and forth. Brian Butler messaged me. I know we've talked about Mauki and Paradigm, and many people have come to me and spoken to me, and I've spoken with them. And the second I feel I'm not qualified, I will hand him to someone that is smarter than I am, in that area. But hopefully, like he said, I can grow with him, and as he progresses in his career, I'll become more savvy, I'll become smarter, and I'll be a better manager as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
I just want to see you with your white wig on in the ring in the UFC.
He called it a wig. Is that a
Yeah.
wig?
That's the smash hat. The
Smash hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
wig.
It looks like a wig.
I would love you guys, one day, because not too many people have been to our gym, and I would love for you guys to come inside and see the culture. And I promise you, everyone has the same idea that within the first 10 minutes of being in our gym, you will fall so in love with the culture, the people, the attitude, the vibe that it's addicting. It really is. And success is finding everyone in this gym.
Yeah.
I feel like if you go up to everyone in this gym, honestly, everyone's life has improved by being here.
Yeah, well, look,
That fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
There certainly looks like they're having a good time too. Last night, when Dayron won, it was like it was crazy. I couldn't even hear what he was saying.
No, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
And then, one thing is, yesterday was you have to imagine this. Our team has been doing so well for so long, but yesterday we took 2 losses. We did take 2 losses. And although we took 2 losses, and this is something that's never happened to us in an event, look at the positivity how the night ended.
Yeah.
We weren't moping around or arguing or upset about any of that. We weren't depressed about. We all, even including the fighters that lost, were with Didon, chanting Didon's name, chanting how much we appreciate him and care for him and how proud we are of him. And that just shows, man, the positivity in this gym is so powerful. It can overshine any negative circumstance. And that's the secret, because bad things are going to happen to all of us. Losing is inevitable, and it happens in life. But what's important is we're powerful enough to see the good and end it on that powerful note that we did. It was a beautiful night in the end of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, time out a second. Did you see that comment that just came up from Gerardo?
What is that?
Gerardo, TFN profile, Goat Shed Academy. You've seen the TFN profiles, right, that we have on YouTube?
No,
they're beautifully filmed. We have the last one we did was with Dappy Dat Nguyen.
Okay.
And we got one with Hoist Gracie that Gerardo films and edits.
Yeah.
So we'll come down there one day, man.
Yep. We'll come down. We'll take you up on that.
Yeah.
Invite.
Good idea, Gerardo.
Yeah, man.
We'll sit down. We'll sit down there in the goat shed right there in your cage there, and we'll have a little. We'll just do a round table kind of interview. You can get all the characters in there. Get Hector Lombard. Get Too Solid. Get what about the Salsa King? How's Angel Alvarez doing?
Yeah, man, he's doing good. He had a injury that Dynamic Wellness is working on. He should be fighting in the next Titan that's here in Miami. So Salsa King's going to be back, and I'm sure everyone's been waiting for him to come back for a long time. He had a ridiculous debut. I mean, I don't think I've seen a fight like that in Titan. Like, he tossed that guy around, like a rag doll.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see him back, for sure.
I know. I said that's one guy at the goat shed we're not going to make jokes about.
Yeah. Have you guys
seen his debut?
Yeah.
What's that?
Have you guys seen the documentary trailer yet?
I did.
Yeah.
It looks awesome. I want to see more.
Yeah, and
it's very enticing.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't we posted? We reposted it, I think, didn't we, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, man, I can't wait. These guys, their stories are out because each person has such a beautiful background and amazing come-up stories. So I can't wait till that hits for real. It's very inspirational. Like, honestly, and I swear this, one of the big reasons why I think I feel so much for my guys is because a lot of their stories are the same as my father. It's the same story my father had, my mother had, my uncles had. They were all immigrants. They came here as cab drivers. They were cleaning pools. And obviously now they're, a lot of people know they're multimillionaires. But they came from nothing, and it's that same immigrant dream. And a lot of these guys, they came from zero. They escaped the worst of the worst. So it reminds me of this. That's the story of my family. And my family had no one to help them along that journey. But these guys, we have each other. That's why in my gym you'll see a washer dryer, you'll see a refrigerator, you'll see food for everybody. Like, we all chip in to take care of each other. It's a beautiful culture in here.
Yeah. Are the Netflix people spotlighting that, or are they highlighting that, or
100%? They're filming the people that live in the gym. They're going to people's homes. They're with everyone all day, following them around.
Yeah, it's going to be great, man. Honestly, I can't wait to till that comes out.
Dude, honestly, there's so many different stories because it's not just that story. You got a guy like Third Street who doesn't have that story. He has a completely different one, and it's freaking awesome, man. Like, what he's escaped, that lifestyle he escaped, and how productive he is in life right now. He's an entrepreneur, all that stuff. Then you have a guy like I hate to say it, but whatever, like Landon's story, which is really entertaining too. In a different way, where he hates the goat shed. He used to train here, and his ideas, now he hates it. So now you get to see the perspective of like the character that fell off. So it's almost like you really get to dive deep and see the truth of what's going on here, and I think it's going to be interesting for everybody.
Yeah, well, look, some people love you, some people hate you, but you got a great thing going on there as far as I'm concerned, and as far as Steve-O is concerned. Also, you're really helping these guys out, and you have a great atmosphere, and
I was saying, he was saying what?
We're making sure that the haters, even the haters or they got on us, we getting paid on both ways.
Yeah, the haters buy the tickets, the supporters buy the tickets, and we make the money.
Yeah, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right, man?
Hey, so the first time I saw the first, Matt, do you remember the first time you were introduced to Goat Shed? Do you remember?
Me?
No.
Yeah, well,
Matt,
the first time we interviewed these guys was at XFN. It was backstage.
Yeah.
And
so, yeah.
Who had just fought? Was it it was Too Solid, right?
Right. So Too Solid was the first time I met Asim and Asim, and just like from the beginning, I was like just the way you talk about your fighters, man. I was just like very intrigued and say, I gotta get to know this guy and his team because it was a great story. You open up a gym, during COVID, like it's like amazing, and everyone stuck by you, and it's a really a great story on Netflix, and I just really can't wait to watch it.
Man, thank you so much.
Yeah, and
we all excited.
You had Judo Jake. You fought Judo Jake that night. Remember? We were talking backstage. I'm like, man, don't give that kid a chance. He'll kill you. And you're like, no, I'm going to fight him. I'm going to fight him.
He's been ducking me, man. He's been ducking me. I'm not. I want that kid.
He doesn't want that rematch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
But
we still follow him, man. I that kid's going to be an animal, man.
No, Jake. Yeah, we haven't seen him in a little bit because with the whole pandemic situation, he kind of they're staying a little safe about their training, but now he'll start coming back.
Yeah, good.
Nice. And what about shots? Are your fighters getting shots?
Oh, we haven't even thought about that. Shot vaccines. We haven't even thought about that, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, they're all under 30, man. They're not even eligible yet.
Over 18's eligible in Florida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We have our own vaccines.
Yeah, no, the vaccine. We're just around a bunch of like nasty people. We're so immune to everything, Bro, we're in Miami.
Yeah, they're young, Matt. They don't have to worry like us.
Yeah, your immune systems are going 24/7, rolling around on those mats at the Goat Shed, man.
Chlamydia, Korea, it doesn't touch me anymore. I'm good.
Yeah, when we come down there, Steve's gonna bring like one of those Petri dishes and a cotton swab, and we're gonna test for a little.
Yeah, it's not gonna be fun.
Well, I'm getting my second shot real soon, so right after that, we're gonna schedule that appointment to come down. Matt, we were talking about the event last night, about a controversy about twins.
Oh
yeah, man. This is crazy.
What is going on with this twin story?
Okay, so first off,
we don't even know what to say.
Yeah, like I don't even know what to say about this because those kids, I think, they have something wrong with them. I don't know what it is. I think that's the mutual consensus. Every gym owner will tell you, they're not allowed in most gyms for a reason. But they're crazy. They're out of their minds, And they talked a lot of shit, and they're very rude, disrespectful. There was even a brawl that started outside the cage because of them. But one thing that was strange to me that we just caught our attention today, we started hearing rumors that the bigger twin had stepped in for his brother. Okay? That the smaller twin weighed in, and the bigger twin actually fought. And we were hearing rumors about this, and when they walked in the cage, I noticed the guy was a lot bigger, but I didn't believe it. I'm like, these are stupid rumors. I ignored it. We fought. Like, I didn't say anything to commission, nothing.
Yeah.
After the event, even I spoke to some of the guys, announcers, different people. They're like, yeah, that guy was kind of big, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to say anything yet. Then today, I watched the video of the interview where after the fight, inside the cage interview, the twin says the wrong name. He says, "Hey, don't forget our name. I'm Roberto, and my brother Rene. We're twins." He's like, I'm Rene, and my brother Roberto.
No way.
About your own
Yeah,
name.
no one gets confused about their own name. So the kid ratted himself out. Now I don't know what the commission's gonna do about it. I hope they do something because that's not right. Especially it was a violent fight. So that's not fair to the fighter. It's not fair to anybody.
And did he win the fight or did he lost the fight?
No. They won the fight.
They won the fight.
Yeah.
He clipped him in the first round, and the referee jumped in right away. And we were shocked.
Wow.
Because we never saw Darren ever get hurt like that. And on top of that, the guy, he looked big, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to say shit until this interview came out. Now I'm shocked, and I wonder what the commission can do about this because this is a serious thing. It's not
Okay, so just to make sure, that's the interview that Blake Bauman did in the ring afterward.
Yes.
Okay.
And I talked to Blake, and I was like, hey, what'd you think about that? He thought it was so weird. And at the moment, watch the interview, Blake makes a face like, he made a face like, wait a minute. Like, did this just happen? You know what I mean? And the thing is, it was so loud that I didn't hear it until I went home and watched it on video. So it sucks, or else I would have addressed it there. But it's too late. It is what it is. It already happened. I hope the commission does something about this because nobody should stand for this. This is mad.
It's like in high school when the twins, the smarter one takes the tests for his brother.
Exactly.
The bigger one fights the smaller guy. I mean, wow.
It's
crazy. That's so weird.
No, it's really crazy, man.
And this was last night. Last night's fight. He fought last night.
Yes, this needs to something about this.
Okay, I gotta go back to my photographs, from the weigh-ins.
Yep.
And I gotta check. I mean, did he have tattoos or anything?
No, but look, please.
No distinctive
for me though. Please
marks.
Check. Because look, I don't want to cause a rumor. Maybe the kid was concussed and was stupid. I doubt it. I've never said the wrong name for myself ever. But please check.
Well, after a fight, you could have been hit in the head, seeing stars and stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll forget who you are. Like different names.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're gonna do some research on this, and we're gonna give our fans watching an update for sure.
Okay.
How do you even stop that? How do you prevent that, man? You got to do like fingerprints or something,
Jesus, right? I don't
know.
know.
I mean,
permanent marker, mark them.
This had happened. This had happened. Cousins in boxing. The boxing commission called me up one time and said, "Steve, you have any pictures of this fight, this night, this day?" I shoot photography ringside, and I said, "Yeah, I have it. I have it." I sent them over the photographs, and I was like, "Can you tell me why?" And the commission said, "Yeah, because we don't think the right guy showed up to fight. We think it was his cousin." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And that's what had happened.
No.
The guy's cousin came to fight.
Crazy.
With the same name. They had the same name too.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
nuts. And
please check the picture out. Please.
Yeah, we're gonna investigate for sure.
Thank you, my man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, the fighting news turned CSI. Look at that.
Yeah, for real. It was an awkward night. Definitely.
That's crazy, man. That's breaking news for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was a weird night. A lot of weird things happened. We're talking about there were 3 fights we had. That one fight where the twin mixed up, and also the stoppage was kind of weird, but I won't complain. And then the second with Annabelle, super weird stoppage. She never fell or robbed.
Yeah,
it was weird. It was a very strange stoppage too. If you guys watched that. And then obviously the third fight, super strange. They saved the guy a couple times. So I don't know what happened that night, what was in the air. right now,
Yeah.
I'm attributing it all to coincidence. I don't think it was a master plan from Commission or XFN. I don't think it's a master plan of anybody. I think it was just a weird night, something in there, and things were just strange. You know,
Yeah,
from that,
I think the referee thought when your fighter what maybe they'll come back. But yeah, Matt. So the girl she got really rocked in the face, and I think her hands went from here
Yeah.
to here, right?
She took a couple of unanswered hard shots to the head.
Wasn't defending herself, right?
Yeah.
Like you get hit, you're gonna go like this, and her
Yeah.
hands went down rather than that. I mean, that's what I saw. I was ringside.
Yeah, look, if it was a pro MMA fight, it would be
Right.
an early stoppage. But for the amateurs,
Right.
you know, maybe they saw that, and that Ashley Molina's tough. You know, we saw her; she's just tough, and I don't know. I'd have to watch it again to see if I think it was. I don't think it was too early.
Yeah,
By
I
any
just
means.
think the ref had thought that she
He'd seen enough. He saw that she was rocked a little bit.
Right. She didn't want to get hurt. Her hands dropped a little bit, not to protect herself.
And also, she didn't miss. She hit her with like 6 or 7 straight punches to the head. She wasn't missing these shots. She just would have kept going. You know.
Yeah.
So, and who knows? Maybe Annabelle could have stayed standing or whatever. But again, it's an amateur fight, and it is what it is.
Yeah. So it's too bad they had to go. But I wanted to talk to Asim about bare knuckle that's coming up. There's been a lot of talking about this next event in Florida about bare knuckle. And Asim has a couple of bare knuckle fighters, Hector Lombard, and of course the champ Luis Palomino. And a fight was announced, sort of, kinda, about Alves Yuli.
Right.
Yeah, for the belt.
Yeah. Was that finalized or what?
I usually don't think any of these fights are finalized until I see, a flyer and where they're going to have the event. Because, they're, everyone's saying hashtag Hard Rock Stadium.
Right.
But it's not booked yet from my sources.
Yeah.
So, a venue's not booked. What?
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens for sure.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of talk, and Dat wants to fight everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, he's having the time of his life, man. And he should. He's in that point in his career and in his life where that's it. He should leave no questions about his abilities, about his anything. He should take any fight that he can get. And prove that he is who he is.
And I also heard a rumor that Hector Lombard's going to be on the card.
Nice.
Against Riggs. So I mean, there's a lot of talking about that fight as well.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for some time.
Yeah. And I saw Noah Cutter last night at XFN in the audience, and he's going to be fighting on that card as well. They don't have an opponent for him yet.
They don't have an opponent, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's going to be a real exciting event. And it's right around the corner.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. We have there's a bunch of exciting events. It's Florida, man, coming up. We have on the 17th, I think there's audience allowed. We have the DAZN card. Boo Boo Andrade is headlining it, but Aaron Aponte is on the undercard. It's the second huge card that he's going to be on. So we look forward to seeing Aaron on that. And Bad Promotions. Blake Davis is back. That's what, 2.5 weeks from now.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
and he's got a bunch of good local guys on there. Jonas, J Fade, who trains people in Delray boxing. We've seen him fight a couple of times in the amateurs.
Yeah.
Isaiah Night Thompson is going to be on the
Isaiah.
card. Yeah, he's like headphones back on. It's echoing.
Echo.
Yeah, you're echoing now. Whatever you did, but Night is my. He's got to be my favorite up and coming fighter. Just his style, and he's just an exciting fighter to watch.
Yeah.
So
And you know why they call him Night, do you?
Yeah, because he puts people to sleep.
Makes them go night.
And Roberto Duran Jr. is on the card. Of course, Blake is on the card, and there might be
Massey, I saw is on the card too.
Yes, I didn't see him on BoxRec to the last time that I looked. I think they were promoted. I don't know if they got an opponent for him or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is Johnny doing that? Helping?
Yeah, Johnny is going to be performing the national anthem.
Okay.
And I heard a rumor that they're going to have some dancers, professional dancers, also doing like a short little performances, like the Miami Heat, ex-Miami Heat dancers.
Okay. Okay.
That's going to turn it up a notch.
I'm down. I'm down. Better than that neon guy they had last time.
Well, the neon guy was fun because he was. Where else are you gonna get someone to throw flames on you? And that was, I've never seen that before. But I mean, that compared to like live, exciting, choreographed dancers, man, you never see that at boxing shows. So that'll be good.
Yeah.
And that's May 1st already. We all had a great time. Everyone who was at his last show, they've been talking about it. So we're looking forward to that.
Have they shouted out to us yet?
Yes, they have.
They have.
They have. Yeah, I posted something for them on Instagram today.
Okay,
and
good.
It's been reposted, and he's been coming out with the flyers for the fighters and all that. And
cool.
So for the next 3 weeks, maybe we'll try and get some of those guys on the show.
Okay.
May 1st, also up in Plant City is Chris Glover's promotion, pro boxing promotion, and he's got a good card. We're gonna preview some of those guys. It's a little bit farther of a drive up there, but Chris he did very well on the show up in Orlando that we went to. All right, he's a good matchmaker, and yeah.
We got to get Chris back on the car. Maybe we'll get Chris back on the show and have him talk about the event.
Yeah. He's got a very rich background in boxing.
Yeah.
He worked for Eddie Hearn. He's related to Tyson Fury. He's just been in the business for a while, even though he looks like he's 18 years old. And he's funny. He's a funny guy. What else do we have coming up?
There's an event in May in Orlando. Lank the King. Mayweather Promotions event. Yeah.
Lank the King Promotions. Oh, the 24th is Edgar Berlanga up in Kissimmee. All right, he's headlining Edgar Berlanga, the Knockout King. I think he's on his 16th or 17th.
Yeah, 16th. Yeah.
Josue Vargas is on that card. So that's going to be a good show.
That's the Havoc show?
No, it's a different promoter.
Okay.
It's a different promoter. It's Top Rank.
Top Rank, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be on ESPN. And supposedly they're selling that Silver Spurs stadium. I think they were selling like every seat there or something. So it's like sold out.
Did we try to go?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's go.
It's the 24th.
April?
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to get on that.
Sure.
Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, we like Edgar Berlanga. He gave us a good interview in Orlando, and he's a homeboy from Brooklyn. Who else do we got? Let's see. Let me check my schedule here. That's it, man. Those are the big shows.
That's it. It's a wrap. We want to give a shout out to Asim.
Yeah.
The Goat Shed Academy. Thanks for coming on. Thanks to Lazario Dayron winning the XFN belt last night. Shout out to Roy. Follow. You can pronounce his name better than I can.
Echeverria.
Follow Roy on Instagram at the Unbroken Roy.
The Unbroken Roy. He would pronounce it different than me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Echeverria.
Follow the Goat Shed at Goat Shed Academy on Instagram. They're just blowing up like crazy. Asim was telling me that they can sell out every ticket at a crowd, just like literally.
Yeah.
And last night, I mean, it was close to it. I mean, they were representing last night. So, shout out to them. I mean, and also Combat Club was, packed the house for sure. And Combat Club was telling me they're opening up a new Combat Club in Boca Raton, Combat Club Boca. We're going to check that out. They're about 2 weeks away from that.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a great organization. I think because of the strength of their coaches, the expertise of their coaches and all that, and also the area that they're in. I don't think they have much competition where they are. But also meaning we, as in me and you and I don't know who else, are going to interview a legend of the martial arts world, Bill Superfoot Wallace, on what day is that? Thursday?
Thursday.
On
TFN
Thursday.
Profile.
Yes, on Thursday at Palm Beach Boxing. He's going to be there. So if any of our viewers have any questions, things that you want to hear about Bill Superfoot Wallace, if you know who he is, if you're over the age of 40.
Yeah. Or if you're a UFC fan, because he was UFC 1 ring announcer.
Yes, he was.
A commentator.
He was.
And it seemed like he was been doing it forever when he was talking about the fights,
Yeah, well, they had to get people who knew what they were talking about, and they had him, and there was one other guy that knew a little bit about jiu-jitsu that was commentating, and then after that they got Jim Brown, to fill in. I think Superfoot was only on the first one. Yeah. But that guy's a legend. He was in the Bruce Lee movies, so he knows. He was a friend of Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris and all that back then. And, it's going to be interesting to talk to him. For sure. Yeah, I want to hear his his views on all those guys, and on guys like Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme, what he thinks of those guys. Yeah, we're going to do that. And today's Monday, so we're still working on the outline for Thursday. So we're going to get that solid before Wednesday. And so y'all know on the same page. Yeah, definitely. Sounds good. I think that's a wrap. Follow us on Facebook at The Fighting News. YouTube, The Fighting News. YouTube, we want you to comment, subscribe, watch the videos. We got some good stuff out there. A lot of great fighters we interviewed. We also interviewed a lot of great fighters before they were famous. Go back, start off from oldest to newest, and we got before they were famous videos for sure. Put it on a continuous loop wherever you are. Yeah, I mean even like Even while you're
Asim
sleeping.
was saying about Third Street Savage, you know. So he's pro now, and we interviewed him as an amateur. And you know, when we see him on the big stage, you know, we're gonna be like, before he was famous, we knew that guy.
Too solid too.
Too solid. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And Jordan Lugo. All right, he just fought in Bellator. Yeah.
Shout out to Jornell. I saw him last night at XFN as well.
Yes, he was there.
Yeah. I saw Jose Cortez, the Colombian necktie.
Yeah, we had interviews with that guy too.
Yes, many interviews.
Everyone.
That's right. So go to the website, sign up. You'll get all the great articles that Matt writes at thefightingnews.com. Right on the top, you subscribe to it, put your email in there, and every time we post something, you get an email, and you can read about the good stuff. We find out a lot of good information before it happens. So a lot of inside scoops we get. It's a wrap.
Good night.
Night night.